Hey y'all, it's Dr. Tiffany. I hope you're doing well. And this is your COVID update for this week. So, a little bit of good news. It appears that we are past the peak of the surge definitively. If you look at here, these are the numbers for nationwide, and emergency department visits fell 19% in the past week. That's a big drop. Hospitalizations also fell 9.6% in the past week. That's also a very big drop. So these indicate that we are indeed past the main peak of this wave, which is good. Now, don't forget, that means we still have about 40% of the wave to go. That means 40% of the cases of COVID in this wave have not happened yet. So, and that compared to we're at a level that was equivalent to about 3 weeks ago, which is still a pretty high peak area to be in. So at any other time, that would be considered a full-on surge number just by itself. And tragically, remember that deaths lag behind the surges a lot of times, and this is no exception, with deaths rising 10.3% in the past week. That's a big jump. And it's responsible for 4.3% of all the deaths that occurred in the United States last week. Try to wrap your head around that. So here's the green map, and this is last week, and this is this week. And as you can see, there is a decrease in the amount of yellow and orange this week compared to last week, especially in the kind of the plains and into the Midwest area. That really has decreased in intensity. So, and also in the Northeast, it's starting to fall down a little bit, ease off a little bit. And also, actually out west, it's getting a bit better as well, and in Texas. So some good news on that front. Still, it's very significant in West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and New York. Right there, there's still a good bit going on there, along with the upper Midwest area, like Chicago, Indianapolis, and Michigan, and Western Ohio. And this is the rate of rise or fall of the cases. And as you can see, last week versus this week, there's a lot less orange. Okay, last week was still particularly nasty, but this is definitely showing signs of easing off quite substantially. There's a lot more green, a lot less orange, and that means that rates are not rising in most areas of the country. There are still some areas of rise, most notably upper Wisconsin, upper Michigan, and in the upper Great Plains and Mountains and Rockies, and down along the Gulf Coast. There's still some areas where it's burning bright, but it is easing off. So a little bit of good news. Hopefully these trends will continue. But remember, 40% of the cases are still yet to happen. So don't be that person who gets picked off at the end, because there's still a lot of people that are going to get picked off, okay? Just, it's still, the cases are still high enough to wear masks and avoid large gatherings for another couple of weeks, okay? I love you. Please stay safe.